Now, I would like to invite Director School of CS and IT, Dr. Sagar Gulati, sir, to address the students and our chief guest. Thank you.
A very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Honorable Nayaz sir, CEO, JAIN Launchpad, Head of the Department CSC, Program Head MCA, faculty member, students. So pretty exciting times we all are in. If I look at last 30 days development, we could establish a Student Entrepreneurship Council. We are at the verge of finalizing our first startup, which is ready to be incubated through JAIN Launchpad. And we are celebrating entrepreneurship festivals. I don't think there can be anything better than an entrepreneurship festival. When we started this semester, we organized a computing fest. We organized 100 days of code. We organized night labs. So if I look at past 6, 7, 8 months, we are doing something which is conventionally not done in the educational institutions, and it's a collaborative efforts of all faculty members. I think till 8 p.m., 9 p.m., everybody is deliberating, thinking something new. Then we come together, we deliberate, and then came Nayaz sir with this great idea of Entrepreneurship Festival. It's a university-wide festival. We are targeting many things. For School of CS and IT, since my role is confined to School of CS and IT, we are trying to come up with a pilot project which has the approval of JAIN Launchpad, our Honorable Chancellor sir, all the principal officers of the university. The concept has been narrated to all the student members. For the sake of clarity, I'd like to again repeat it. You come up with an idea, and not only idea, so an idea is not enough. You come up with an idea, you put your heart and soul into it, you take it to a certain level, you make it ready so that it can start generating revenue. That particular day, school, Launchpad, we all will be standing next to you to give you the first, I'll not call it seed money, I'll call it tinkering fund, so that you can establish your enterprise, and from there the journey begins. So those who have in themselves that we really want to be job creators. Our Chancellor sir has a vision that by 2028, he says, I repeat, by 2028, I want to put a board on JAIN's entrance that job seekers are not allowed. The university is only for job providers. So that loud the vision is, and you may be the torch bearers. So with advent of technology, with the way education is changing, so many developments around. So we are living in a world which is very exciting, very unpredictable. And there can be small things. I'm very happy to share, there's a bunch of teams from animation. We got our first 10,000 rupees credited in our account, sir. So it was a first consultancy project developed by students of JAIN University Department of Animation and mentored by Mr. Vinod, sitting also there. So if I look at one side of it, 10,000 rupees is not a great amount. We did not earn 50 lakh rupees project or a 10 lakh rupees project or a 5 lakh project, but we had to start somewhere. And we could start. The second project, I did not check my mail for past half an hour, but there was a deliberation going on. We are getting another project for 12,000 rupees. So these are not big money. But I'm happy that we are starting somewhere. And the good part is, I've said this before, I'm repeating myself. You take a project, you take 92.5% of it. So this 10,000 rupees which we received in the university's account, we are giving 92.5% of it to the student community and the faculty who's working on it. And then 7.5 we keep as a administration fund. So if I look at 10,000 rupees, it's 750 rupees which I'm giving to the university. And you know what amount 750 rupees is. But we are trying to build an ecosystem, and there are two thoughts around it. One thought is we start focusing on the low-hanging fruits. Now, low-hanging fruits are a digital marketing assignment for 10,000 rupees, a website development project for another 15,000 rupees, an app development for another 20,000 rupees or something like that. And then there would be some deep tech projects. There's a concept of transdisciplinary project-centric learning. I have seen some great ideas coming up in that. We have revisited the entire model, now understanding that different students bring different skill set. So we are making students to collaborate with their peers who do not exist in this very campus. So maybe some of these students of first year, your TDPCL teams would comprise of a student from design, another student from engineering, another student from MBA, and so on and so forth. So this would be a wonderful culmination of young minds. If we can put our thoughts together, if we can put our competence together, I think some great results can be achieved. And that's why I was very happy. So the school has no role in the Entrepreneurship Festival. It was designed at Nayaz sir's team level. But I looked at the terms. So the term for today, it was product exhibition. It was not a project exhibition. And we are trying to do justice. I'll be honest, there are projects which have a potential, maybe they don't know. And when we all will visit these stalls, we will look at the commercial aspect of it. Maybe you devised it as purely a venture of an academic project. So we will try to see if this can be scaled into a business idea, if you can make money out of it. And my belief goes deeper in saying this, because recently I interviewed a student. I know, I'm sure many of you are associated with me over LinkedIn. Can I know the head count, how many are connected? So it's a pretty connected ecosystem. So we recently interacted in the podcast, I think we did in this hall or the other hall. So there was, so all the digital filmmaking first year student did that recording. And even now I can see some of our students doing this. So it's an ecosystem we are trying to build together, and believe me, everybody has a role to play. So when we thought of the night labs, very frankly, the first thought which was there in my mind, that our students don't sleep otherwise also. So rather than they do something 9 to 11, something unproductive, another scroll of some 70, 80 reels and something, it's better they put their heart and soul to something. We came up with an idea of IP Carnival. Dr. Manju Bhargavi is leading that. How many of you are participating in IP Carnival? Few in this hall. But I think there are a bunch of 6-7 ideas. So we collaborated with a London-based organization. It's an Indian who set up his establishment in UK. And he's running a wonderful IP Carnival initiative. 3 ideas they will facilitate to get patented, and remaining we will handhold them. I have requested the faculty members, they are regularly attending the session. We want to remove this dependency of patent attorney and everything. We will bring our thoughts, our ideas to a point that from there we are able to patent it. So let's have a very audacious kind of a vision that 1 year down the line, we will have some, against 3,000 students, 300 patents at least, which may get filed on the name of university being applicant and all students being inventors. So you will be able to proudly write in your CVs that I'm inventor of X, I'm inventor of Y, I'm inventor of Z. So this is something that you all have to do. And this 100 students will be the torch bearers for remaining 2,900 students. The way when we took that 100 days of code initiative, I can see some bright faces who have completed this, though I have my complaint, I'm repeating it. Once they completed 100 days, they disappeared, which I never wanted. My thought of putting 100 days idea was that you build a habit. But I'm sure you must be putting your time and efforts in something very, very productive. So there's an IP Carnival going on. So first and defined outcome is 3 patents, but we will not stop there. Next IP Carnival, as I've given a target to Dr. Prabhakaran and Dr. Manju Bhargavi, I cannot see Dr. Prabhakaran, he's sitting there in the audience, so that I don't take his name. You please sit down, sir. So with Dr. Prabhakaran and Dr. Manju Bhargavi, the next initiative, the next IP Carnival will be run internally, not by UK people. We don't need anybody. We are enough great minds here that we can do things together. We have some very excited people like this gentleman. Whenever I see him, he's full of energy. I don't know where his energy will go. Direction, I'm not sure, but I appreciate the energy. And I'm sure the direction will be right also. To set up the context for today, Since there is a dream, there's a desire, there's a vision, there's a thought process, that some of them are products, some of them are projects. So products have to be fine-tuned and technology commercialization to happen. Projects have to be converted into projects, and I have requested the animation team, the head of the department animation, Dr. Nelson Mandela, that have we set that up, sir? One gentleman would be here. Could we do that? Could we not do that? I'll tell the thought process first. I think he's also confused. I'll repeat. Memory is very short in today's time. The attention span is very less. But I know he's busy in multiple things, so things may go here and there. So what we thought of in the morning itself is, there's a team, dedicated team of students who have good video, photo, this, that. I myself digress for a minute. The student with whom we did a podcast, if some of you have seen that seriously or carefully or something like that, there was a college project. Naya sir, I would like to bring this to your notice also. A 2008 pass out BCA student, his college management project, academic project that he had developed, it took him 12 years to get it registered on New York Stock Exchange. He took an exit from this in 2019. He sold it for 35 million US dollar. It's more than 240 crore Indian rupees. He took a 1 year break. And now he has started building a next product, not project, called Finer. So he was the last guest with us in the podcast. Those who have not seen it, it's your wish. So we will keep on coming up with ideas. I don't want to make it personalized because I'm directly involved into it. But it's a good way to engage with people who have attained something. And I look at it from the perspective that they were the people who used to sit on these benches. Today they have reached a certain level. And 2008, I think the benches were not this colorful also. Huh? So we have also evolved. They were a student of Sri Mahavir Jain, Bhagwan Mahavir Jain College. Today we are a NAC A++ university with graded autonomy, with NIRF rank of 65 and whatnot. So the expectations is also bigger. So if one college project can become a $35 million idea, I think we can do something that we can start earning some 10,000 and 20,000 rupees every month. Is that doable?
Yes, sir.
Again the same point. Huh? Is that doable?
Yes.
And don't say it for the sake of saying. You have to figure out a purpose. And again, this is a family and we talk everything the way we talk in the family. I normally tell my wife that 4 days a week, and she's also working, so I try to keep her motivated as well. 4 days a week, in a 6 days or a 5 days week, if 4 times a week, while you go to sleep, you don't feel that you have done something extraordinary. So you have to doubt yourself, could you do it in a single day? Could you execute these many transactions? That's where the sense of pride comes in the heart, in the mind, gives you a fresh energy for the next day. Believe you me, I try to do it. I'll not say it I'm a super product. I'm not here to boast about myself, but I try to feel at least 4 days a week that could I do something which makes me myself feel proud. Let's not think of anybody else. Let's be greedy, let's be self-centered, let's be selfish, and talk it to yourself. That could I do something that I'm proud of myself? I could execute 50 things in a single day. And then I could spend time with my family and with my wife, and I could go and cook a tea for me and maybe a bread sandwich for my son. So that's the kind of satisfaction you will start feeling. So now you don't have a son for whom you have to cook sandwich. You don't have a wife, but I'm sure you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend for whom you have hours to spend on phone. So that's why we are doing these night labs, so that you balance out. So nothing is bad. Nothing is bad. You have to figure out a good balance. I'll come back to the assignment I requested the animation team to do today. So you all know that we have come up with a channel. The name of the channel is Rise from the Roots. Some of you know it at least. So it started out of nowhere. I'm very honest, it was not a planned thing that we will do something like this. Jayashree madam is not here. Through Jayashree madam, she is the alumni coordinator. we met an alumni, Mr. Vinod, who is into digital marketing. He connected us to TurboStart also, sir. So he is into digital marketing, he's a video influencer, he does so many creative things. So while we were having an interaction with him, he pitched me, Sagar sir, why don't we do a podcast? And he's so self-centered, I could not deny him because I had some grades. So I'm working with him. Jayashree ma'am is not here. Again, tomorrow we are having an interaction with him to explore some consultancy projects. So these projects will be again some 15,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees, some small projects worth maybe a few lakh rupees. So it was out of my greed, I could not say no to him. He said, Sagar sir, I need some visibility around this. So can we do this? I said yes. When we did this, while putting this, we thought, can we give it a shape of a YouTube channel, something. We thought of a name, we came up with Rise from the Roots. When we put it on social media, that, another colleague of his, pass out of 2008 again, he reached out to us, sir, can I also come as a guest? And then we felt this can be sustained. So now we are getting, now there are 2 more alumni who are in queue. We have to now figure out our schedule, how many times animation team can do it. They came up with a budget proposal, we need some lights, we want to amplify this. So everybody gets very excited about what we are doing, and I was very happy that things have started coming up. We'll spend some money again and time and over again, and we'll create a good ecosystem. Now today is the time to use that ecosystem. What I thought of in the morning is, and again he did not pick my call yesterday, and by the time I got a call back, I could mature it. So it was first thought, had he taken my call, so everything happens for a reason. Had he taken my call in the first attempt, it would have been a different ball game, but since he did not take my call and I had got some time, we could think of it, we deliberated and it took a shape. So today our team, faculty, students, I don't know, he is a better judge. So every stall, a gentleman will come, he can be our student, he can be our faculty member, he can be anybody, and he will give you exactly 40 to 60 seconds. And in those 40 to 60 seconds, you have to tell what is your problem statement, what is your vision, how passionate you are, what are you solving, for whom are you solving, can this be a business venture, can this be a business model, and where do you see yourself 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line. And if you consent, we will put it on YouTube. If you don't consent, we will give it to you, so that you can look at yourself 1 month down the line. This was a promise I had made to myself, if not to anybody else, and I commit for it. Does this sound a little interesting?
Yes, sir.
Again the same point. Does this sound interesting to the backbenchers?
Yes.
So again, it's optional. So there are people who are camera friendly, there are people who are camera shy. We respect everything. But I think you all will agree, in today's time, your physical presence, your digital presence, everything is important. So we can give this video to you. I know many of you are active on LinkedIn now. You put it on your LinkedIn. We can create a drive link, share it to the students. You can download it, use it for your purpose. You want, we will put it on the channel we created. You want to create your own channel, you take it and build upon it from there. So it's an open-ended thing. But today, to do this experiment, our team will come, take us 60, don't come up with a speech like mine. So they told me you have to speak for 2-3 minutes, I'm taking more time. So don't behave like me. You have a strict window, 40 to 60 seconds, so that when you are scrolling your reels, maybe this also comes, and you see yourself on YouTube, maybe you will feel happy about it. So together we are seeing this dream that in 2025, calendar year 2025, we will have 100 companies registered under JU Launchpad, CRCE, and you all will be directors and founders and executive directors and CEOs of your company. And believe you, I mean this. We will do whatever it takes. Let's come together and let's try to make this dream a factual reality. With this, good luck for our day in the Entrepreneurship Festival. And if I can take 30 more seconds, I have great appreciation for a good number of students, 117 to be very precise, across 22 teams, who attended 24 hours hackathon. I think slept for 1 hour or half an hour. I know you otherwise also don't sleep, but that day you woke up for a purpose, remain awake for a purpose, and we will continue doing great things together. Thank you. Good luck. And I hope we will have this. And again, another 10 seconds. So Morgan sir will come up with his initiative of Super 30. Dr. Sanjeev will come up with his initiative of Super 50. Depending upon the student size, this would be led by program heads. So we will create some buckets wherein the program heads will be leading this, and old people like Dr. Sunita and myself, we will off and on come and talk to all of you to see the progress. Thank you, good luck. And with this, I'll request Nayaz sir, whose initiative this is, to come and please address the students. Please.
Thank you.